Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today and starting the week off. Yep, right out of the blocks, coming out of the weekend. It's all good. Well, I hope you're having, as I say, not only a good day, but experiencing good health and working at your health, wellness, and well-being, wherever and however you may be listening or watching this show, whatever you may be doing. Anything from, given what we now know, driving to work, getting the kids off to school, who knows, at work. People listen we're learning different venues, different environments, and watching the show as well. So it's all good. And I'll have Gary and Katie, I want them to tell you about the iHeartMedia podcast business here related to the show. We'll do that in a second, because I'm getting a lot of activity, and that tells me then people are interested in that form of communication, and so it might be important for us to talk about that. And we'll do that just a little bit. And Dr. Sally Bird is in studio today. Came in, bad weather and all. There she is. There she is, with her red jacket. Bird, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And we don't have to stream you in. You're right here. As I alluded to, the fact that Gary's here and Katie's here, Dr. Bird is in studio, and you're there. And so we have the right chemical mix here for today's show, as always. And there are a lot of things trending this morning. Couple of issues. One issue dealing with alcohol consumption and truly what benefit there might be. Now, that literature is now becoming a mess. But there's a new study, and I'll tell you about that, in alcohol consumption and its potential benefit, at least as revealed by the data in this study. This current and new study, and plus other issues that are trending, we'll get to. And then, of course, Dr. Bird is an educator for American Biotech Labs. They're makers of Silver Biotics products, and they now have an array of these products. How can I say? Clinically supported and with the research, as well as safe, effective. They work. You'll see those commercials run during the break. If you watch the show on the stream, there are video commercials that run, and one from American Biotech Labs is a frequent featured advertisement commercial on the stream. And with the stream, Gary's going to tell you how you can hook up with the show, connect, make contact.
You can reach us at Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook. Share us and like us with your friends. On Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition. And go to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition on YouTube, where we're close to 70,000 views now.
Wow.
Yeah, we have over...
Amazing.
Yeah, we have a huge selection on there. We have over 1,200 videos. Everything is archived by title now. It's put into playlist by sponsors, and we're really working on that. And then Katie is working on the podcasting.
Okay, let's talk about that. First of all, there are people that listen and watch the show that may be new to social media, to computers. You never know. You just can't assume that everybody's a savvy techie out there. Not necessarily. So first of all, what is a podcast? Does Let's Talk Nutrition have a podcast? Is it hooked up with iHeartMedia's podcast and so on? What do we got going on?
If you go to www.iheart.com and under podcast, look for Let's Talk Nutrition, we are under there. Now, we have had 55,000 hits since the beginning of the year.
Listens,
yes. Listens, 55,000 since January.
Okay. Now, because I get this question a lot. Can people go to the Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook webpage and find a podcast there?
Yes, in the top right corner, It has everything on there. You go to the podcast, and when you go there and you're looking at the schedule, it's in the top right of every day. So it's posted every day right as the show ends.
So there's an icon on the LTN web page for podcasting.
Yes. That is our podcast link, yes.
Can people download those podcasts?
Yes, and it's free. Unlike some people where you have to pay for a podcast, ours is free.
Okay. So, Katie, how you doing?
I'm lovely. How are you?
I'm good. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I had a very relaxing weekend.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Relax is good. Your take on podcasting and demographics, what's going on with people and what do you know about that? What's your take on it?
I think the good thing about podcasting is it's not just for any generation. Anybody can listen to it, and it can be any time. So you can do it on your own time, which I think is the great thing about podcasting. If you're laying in bed and you want to listen to a Let's Talk Nutrition episode in bed 12 hours after we came live on air, you can. So it's really nice. I think demographically, everybody listens to them. I've looked at the numbers for it, and it's not any sort of demographic. Everybody listens to podcasts because it's convenient.
It's convenient.
It is. And anybody who listens on a tablet or anything, I'm sure you know how to download apps. If you're in tune with using tablets or an iPhone or whatever the case may be, we do have an app so you can listen right on your tablet or Nook or whatever you read on.
Then we have iHeartRadio app.
Yes.
That app.
And our podcast is on there as well. All you have to do is Let's Talk Nutrition. A podcast tab will come up. You'll see your shining face, and you click that, and you can listen to all our episodes. iHeartRadio app is great, and it's free. I think that's the best thing about it.
Where do we rank on that, Gary?
We're number 6 right now.
In iHeart?
Worldwide.
Worldwide. All right. So that's a breakdown of, and we track those and I share that with you. I share that with the audience today to let you know that we're trying to pay attention to making connection, and to whom are we connected, and how can we connect. What's the best way for us to establish a relationship with people out there in the world who are interested in their health, wellness, and well-being, and which is a lot of people, and they just don't know where to go. So we're trying to find ways to make this show available across the U.S. and globally through audio and through video. In other words, digital and analog and digital. So that's what we're all. That's technically that's what we're trying to do. And then, of course, it's the connection on an interpersonal level, a personal level. It is a health talk show, but it is a show about life, and health is a thread that weaves through our lives in one way or another, in one form or another. You think about how health, marriage vows, wills, and it goes on in sickness and in health, right? Because it is associated with our mortality, right? And so there's no way to avoid it. But interestingly enough, people, I think more than ever, are dialed into. Humans have always been concerned about mortality, of course, and their health. But now, for the first time in human history, there is more information available than ever before about what people can do to take charge of their health, their wellness, and well-being. It's been a blessing, and it's been a curse, because there's so much misinformation out there, and people making important decisions about their health, wellness, and well-being, and whatever they wanted, some particular therapy, dietary, lifestyle, pharmaceutically related therapy, and they can do harm to themselves. So this show is evidence-based, and it's about the science as well as about what we've learned from cultures over thousands of years. Show me the data.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Hope you're having a good start to your day, a good start to the week, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. Alcohol is clearly woven into the culture, not only our culture, but nearly virtually all, no matter how sophisticated or so-called civilized or primitive in nature. Humans have seemed to find some way to make alcohol and enjoy the effects of alcohol. So it has an interesting place in society. Sociologists study the alcohol and its role in society, and of course, medical experts study the effects of alcohol. And it's a good news and bad news story, right? And there's a new study out, and we'll talk about that and what to do. And so this new study addresses the issue of whether drinking alcohol when you're a little deeper into the lifespan in older age can serve a benefit generally, prolong your life and help you do better this large-scale research with the data would suggest that drinking alcohol in older age could lower mortality risk. But the scientists themselves cautioned about the potential biases in their work, saying that more research is necessary. So they admit that they're biased. I don't know in what way. I don't have those comments. This debate as to whether alcohol serves a beneficial or deleterious, I said beneficial deleterious effect, has been going on for quite a while. This isn't anything new under the sun. There are some studies which show or suggest that moderate alcohol consumption will extend life and will protect the heart, while other studies have negated these particular benefits, in other words, are in contradiction, arguing that the former studies are flawed and there's no such thing as a safe alcohol consumption. A very recent study that I reported on a few weeks ago said that what the recommendation was zero alcohol consumption, zero. That any amount of alcohol was not good for a person's health. So this is what happens in the world of science. It's not as clean cut as people would like to think. You do a study and that's it. You're done. You have the data and the findings. And now we know the truth. Really? Not necessarily. The truth is variable here, and it's not absolute. Truth. Whose truth are we talking about? So, science is not. That's not its intention. So here we have now a mess, and people who are truly people like alcohol. Obviously, they consume a lot of it in this country. I don't know what the statistics on it are, but there's got to be heavy consumption in this country, and we're not the only one. So people like it, and if it confers a health benefit, now you got added value. But what if it doesn't? What if indeed it is deleterious to person's health, wellness, on any level? What do we do about that? People are going to make their choice. And human history, alcohol has been integrated into into cultures, and then modern civilization. I mean, it is part of life. It's part of every culture, and it's used in so many different ways. It's not going away. So the question is, if we can have information, or the point is, if we can have some insight into how much, that might be helpful. And I'm not so convinced that zero alcohol is the recommendation. First of all, you're not going to get compliance, and they're not going to pay attention to that. So you have to figure out, okay, a little can't. Assume all alcohol is bad for you. Well, more would be even worse, wouldn't it? So if you get people even to consume less, you're ahead of you're still in the game of trying to help people. So this is an interesting dilemma. You go to the National Institutes of Health, and you'll find a lot of information on alcohol consumption, and a number of articles out there trying to sort out the pros and the cons of drinking. High-risk drinking, high risk, is considered 4 or more drinks in one day, or 8 or more drinks per week for women. High-risk drinking for men, it's 5 or more drinks in one day, or 15 or more drinks per week for men. Binge drinking is defined as 4 or more drinks over 2 hours for women, and 5 or more drinks over 2 hours for men. One study even challenged the notion of moderate drinking. That's not moderate, of course. I was looking for the data on what they consider moderate. Moderate. The definitions of a drink in the U.S. are common serving sizes. Beer is 12 ounces. Wine is 5 ounces. Hard liquor is 1.5 ounces. I gave you the numbers on high-risk drinking. That's a lot. I'll give you the recommendation on daily alcohol consumption and then pros and cons here. And there's some interesting finding there, and we'll talk to Dr. Bird, too. Don't.
.1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Hey friends, this is Frank Cotto, the host of the Business Happy Hour. Myself, Ryan Pelkey, and Doug Ford will be live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. We are the #1 show for business and entrepreneurship in Tampa, so tune in every Wednesday on 1250 live at 11 a.m.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
2 Hillsborough County deputies are being credited with saving the lives of 2 adults who were found passed out from an overdose in their hot car with 2 children sitting in the back seat. News Channel 8 in Tampa's Marco Villarreal says the cops used Narcan to revive the couple.
The driver, 37-year-old Scott Moreno, has an arrest record picked up by police for a variety of charges, including domestic violence, drug charges, driving with suspended licenses, and leaving the scene of a crash.
A reality TV star is facing charges in Pinellas County. Nilsa Prowant is on MTV's Floribama Shores. She was arrested this weekend in St. Petersburg for allegedly flashing people from a bar's balcony. Officers believe the 25-year-old was drunk. They say she was belligerent and kicked out a car window. With Florida's news, I'm Chris Trankman.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
Wreck at Wesley Chapel on southbound I-75, just south of State Road 54. The left and center lanes are blocked here. Also, we're still seeing delays on northbound 275 on the Howard Franklin Bridge. Crash off to the left-hand side just before State Road 60. And delays on southbound 275 in towards St. Pete. Still have a crash off to the right-hand side just before 4th. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm, Abrahamson Gilrick, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line, 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Great news! There's a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Geico could help you get great coverage at a great price, and it only takes 15 minutes to see if you could save 15% or more on car insurance. Go to geico.com today and see how much you could save.
I've been obsessed with Hulu recently. There's so much to watch, like the new season of The Handmaid's Tale, which is out now. But my latest discovery on Hulu is that I can watch with no ads. I had no idea Hulu had a no ads plan. And for only $11.99 a month. There are a few exceptions, like live TV has ads, of course, and a few shows aren't included. But it's amazing. I've been watching all my favorite shows and movies ad-free. Visit Hulu.com for plan details.
Napa know-how. At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
From the 1250 WHNZ Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center. Rely on Rude.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 88. Tonight, clearing skies but muggy, low 78. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a 60% rain chance, high 88. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Ashley Home Store.
Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes event is going on now. Save up to 30% or get no interest for 6 whole years with no minimum purchase. Plus, shop incredible 4th of July doorbusters only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Gordon Deal here. If you listen to This Morning, America's First News, weekday mornings on 1250 WHNZ, and hopefully you do, you may have noticed you're hearing more of Jennifer Kashenka. Jen, why is that?
Gordon, I'm the morning anchor of Your Money Now on 1250 WHNZ. We update news that affects the markets and, of course, your money at 23 past the hour during This Morning with Gordon Deal.
Your Money Now, weekday mornings on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Monday edition of Let's Talk Nutrition, starting early. Glad you could be there. Dr. Sally Bird's in studio, and we have a caller out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. Hank, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. You had a question about, and he's gone.
Good morning.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. It's good to hear you today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I've got a question here based on, I guess, American folklore, which I'm not too familiar with the modern dietary or nutritional or actual medical perspective. We're mentioning alcoholic beverages. A couple things came to my mind. When I think of alcoholic beverages, I think of ale and beer, which led me to think of root beer, birch beer, ginger ale, and sarsaparilla.
Okay.
Now those beverages are and the fifth one called sassafras tea. Now those beverages are pretty much just served for like soft drinks for
right.
For lack of another.
Yeah, they're not they don't have alcohol content, right?
Yes, correct. So hence they're soft drinks. They're not hard drinks. Yet, from my memory as a kid, I seem to remember those beverages were at one time used for medicinal purposes. I seem to think
that could very well be, Hank. But back in the day when they were doing that, it was a different product, like Coca-Cola,
like cocaine.
Yeah,
exactly. This was early on.
Right.
Now, if they tried to put cocaine in the Coca-Cola, forget about it. It's not going to happen. But this depends on at what point in time. Many of those products that we have now that are sold as soft drinks have changed. The formulations are different. It's not the same, right, Dr. Byrne?
That is correct. For instance, Hank, years ago, sassafras tea was used in most households for all types of ailments. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, and it's been known as a blood purifier and tonic. So things like that were used as medicine back in the day.
Now, what you were alluding to, Hank, if I read between the lines, is the notion of, for example, herbal teas or herbal drinks.
Yes.
In the world of natural medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese medicine, these ancient medical paradigms, herbs are central to healing and health. And the teas have been for thousands, tens of thousands of years. People figured out that if you put tea in hot water, you will extract the chemicals, early on they probably didn't think of it that way. It was just something to drink. It tasted good, and they noticed it had health effects. And by trial and error, they figured it out. So even to this day, I see Dr. Bird always with a bottle of some herbal tea in her. Oh, there she
got mate.
Yerba mate. She got a yerba. I didn't even know she had it.
Tea rocks.
There you go.
It
So
rocks.
she always has that in her hands, and the heating of the herb, that's how you extract it. Now there are other ways, more sophisticated ways to extract those compounds. You hear many of the sponsors that come on to this show talk about their extraction methods, and so it's a science unto itself. But your point's well taken, Hank, and we have figured out by trial and error what herbs are beneficial and what can be dangerous. So, do you drink these kind of drinks?
As a matter of fact, sarsaparilla I get from my father in a case. He's in a nursing home, and that's one of his pleasures. He doesn't have beer anymore, or drugs.
So what is sarsaparilla?
It's spelled SARSAP.
I always thought sarsaparilla was a alcohol-related beverage.
It was, but it's a soft drink relating to root beer. It's you look at the word; it's related to the word sassafras.
Yes.
Right.
So it's different manufacturing process. I'll call of root beer.
But I'm looking, and they're describing it as a soft drink made from plants.
Right.
There's a plant called Similax omata. That's the Latin name. And it's made with artificial flavors, sarsaparilla.
Nowadays it is, but originally it came from the sassafras tree.
Okay, so in southern Asia, you see, it's known as a sarsi, and there is a sarsi brand. It's similar to root beer.
Yes.
I suspect that product is different
Yes, it is.
than what would be.
Actually comes from, at least where I live here near Westchester, sassafras trees were very common. And when you cut up the wood, you can smell root beer.
That's
Yeah,
right.
root beer is a sweet North American soft drink and made using the bark of a sassafras tree.
That's right.
Right?
Yes. You can chew on it. It tastes great. Like if you're out in the woods.
Sassafras albidum, or the vine of Similax omata, is sarsaparilla as the primary flavor. Root beer may be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Most often it's non-alcoholic. Hires, when I was a boy, a kid, Hires root beer was the bomb. That's
right, Hires, you got it.
Right?
Maybe I can ask you, Doc, someday, and I say someday, that looking at these things that maybe I've mentioned and then relation.
No, I think that's a good theme because what we know is that drinking teas is appealing to people. It's easy to do, and you can oftentimes feel the effect right away. So you're right. We'll do that. I'll keep that in mind to do a theme on these herbal-based drinks and what we find in different traditions. I always appreciate your call, Hank, and your contribution to the show. What do you make of that, Dr. Bird?
He's right. We used to drink. We used to go out in the woods. We were kids because I grew up in the Northeast, and get branches from the sassafras tree. The leaf looks like a mitten. So as kids, we were always looking for the mitten leaves.
I see.
And you could chew on the leaves in your mouth. It's a breath freshener. It helps bacteria, and it's a natural anti-inflammatory when you steep the bark off the tree.
The root beer is
rocks.
from the bark of the sassafras tree.
Yes.
There you go. 877-897-55 toll free sassafras. Does I'll bet you, Katie, you have all this discourse about this is way before your time.
I've actually heard of sassafras before because there's a store in town that sells it, and I was like, what is this stuff?
Now you know.
Now I know. I had no idea the backstory of it because you're right. I was way too young for that.
Of course. Bacteria. I'm going to talk with Dr. Bird about oral hygiene and how oral hygiene is the foundation of or a reflection or mirror of overall health. We'll do that.
Feel tired, lethargic, or
Psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard right. Exciting new research reveals you have 3 brains: your head brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. These 3 brains are like an orchestra with billions of neurons working together to create a harmonic symphony. This intricate relationship between these 3 brains impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health. The 3 Brain Supplements from Natural Factors is a bold new innovation in mental health. It provides a whole-body approach to balance brain and well-being. Start with the 3 Brains Total Kit, which includes 5 supplements that are essential for 3 brain health. The kit provides foundational support for all 3 of your brains. Then, depending on your unique needs, choose from Higher Thoughts to enhance brain performance, Mental Sunshine for healthy mood balance, Serene Mind to relieve stress-related fatigue, or The Best Sleep for restful sleep. Learn more at 3brainshealth.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I just want to round off this piece of research on alcohol and whether or not it confers a benefit in later life. Just know that there is a swirling and existing, continuing discussion and debate about whether alcohol is good or bad for health. In this study, they looked at data from nearly 8,000 older adults. That is, people born between 1931 and 1941 who enrolled in the study back in 1992. So it was a long-term, longitudinal follow-up study. The study was published in a journal called Alcoholism, Clinical and Experimental Research. Dr. Catherine Keyes, Associate Professor of Epidemiology at Columbia, was the first and author on the study. Now, in a word, what they found here, kind of interesting, what the data revealed was that moderate and occasional drinkers had lower death rates than abstainers. Moderate drinking is 1 drink for women a day, 2 drinks for men, generally. That's a CDC operationalization of any particular drink, and I mentioned the drinks earlier, 8 ounce, 12 ounce, whatever it might be. I can go back over that if you like. Nevertheless, that was the general overall finding, that moderate and occasional drinkers had lower death rates than abstainers, people who did not drink. Current abstainers in the study had believe it or not, had the highest mortality rates, people who did not drink. The researchers, however, commented that this could result from reverse causation. What they mean by that is people that may have stopped drinking when their health became poor. So they were sick. And it may be they may have died sooner rather than later compared to the drinkers because of an illness. So there's a cautionary note. Moderate and occasional female drinkers were less likely to die prematurely than people who abstain from alcohol over a lifetime. Whoa. Moderate and occasional female drinkers were less likely to die prematurely than lifetime abstainers. The authors of the study, and for good reason, warned people that they should interpret the results with caution. In other words, this is not a green light to go out and get hammered every day of the week. What I know for sure, in looking at when you look at the whole corpus of work on alcohol consumption and health, Dr. Bird, it's clear that it's a curvilinear relationship. At least that's what I see. There is a benefit that rises linearly, and then it gets to a place where, whatever that point is, where it levels off, the effect, the health benefit wears off, and if you can move past that level, it goes back down. So it's curvilinear. Seems that a little alcohol does confer a benefit. That's what a lot of the studies seem to suggest. But moving beyond moderate drinking, not so much.
I agree with you. It's just not wise because it taxes your liver, your brain. It's an antidepressant. And a word of caution to those who fly a lot in airplanes. Drinking in the air is more detrimental than when your legs are on the ground, on land, in a restaurant, because of the not only dry air, but there's less oxygen going to your brain, so people will right. get drunk faster. They can't handle the liquor, and they can get very sick from that.
By the way, a standard drink is equal to 14 grams. That's 0.6 ounces of pure alcohol. That's what's considered a standard drink. And generally, this amount of pure alcohol is found, 0.6 ounces, in a 12-ounce can of beer, 8 ounces of malt liquor, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces or a shot of 80 proof alcohol. Standard drink is equal to 14.0 grams or 0.6 ounces of pure alcohol. And you'll find that in a 12-ounce can of beer, which is 5% alcohol content, an 8-ounce malt liquor, which is 7% alcohol content, 5 ounces of wine, which is 12% alcohol content, and 1.5 ounces of, or a shot of 80 proof distilled spirits or liquor. So that's the standard. The standard drink is equal to 14 grams of pure alcohol, which is 0.6 ounces. That's not very much.
No, and you have to add in the sugar content, too, depending on the type of alcohol you're consuming.
Is beer safer than wine? No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I know one thing, middle-aged men drinking a lot of beer, it's not good for your prostate. I'm just giving you a heads up about that. There's no, this literature talks about that. Beer, for some reason, has some special deleterious effect on the prostate. Whether wine might do it as well. One 12-ounce beer has about the same amount of alcohol as 5-ounce glass of wine. Now, some people may say that there's resveratrol and other antioxidants or phytonutrients found in wine. And they say that's where you get a health benefit from wine. The French, the Italians, the Spaniards, you go out throughout Europe, the Mediterranean, wine is on the table.
That's right. But
all the time.
Yes, but they don't consume copious amounts of it. There's a glass with dinner as a digestive aid and a social thing. And a lot of Italian wines, Doc, are dry.
Yeah.
Which is less sugar.
I used to drink wine with my dinners. I stopped doing that for my personal health reasons. 877-897-8255. True or false? Or is it just a myth that what goes on in your mouth in terms of oral hygiene and the health of your teeth and gums is in fact some sort of reflection of overall health? Is that just a nifty thing to say, in your opinion, or is there some merit in that? Is that really true?
There's a lot of merit, and a lot of science are validating the fact that your mouth tells a lot about your body. And you have to pay attention to what's going on in there and get regular dental visits, because your dentist can be your doctor, essentially. They can foresee what's going on in the rest of your body.
I wonder if there's been some work done to determine poor oral hygiene and risk for early death. We'll see. /Floradix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
Here's George Foreman with InventHelp.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee a company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-356-7308. That's 1-800-356-7308. Again, 1-800-356-7308.
1250 wins WHNZ Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Billionaire financier Jeffrey Epstein has just been charged at federal court in New York with sexually exploiting dozens of girls, some as young as 14. Comes more than a decade after he served a year in jail in Florida as part of a plea deal involving similar allegations. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
I assume that we're seeing charges now because something new has come up. And what that means is that perhaps that there are alleged victims who have come forward that were not known to the prosecution back in Florida in 2007 and 8 or could not have been known.
Reports say Maureen Comey, daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, is a prosecutor on the New York case. The 66-year-old Epstein has ties to both President Trump and Bill Clinton. Two powerful earthquakes behind them. Post-traumatic stress is setting in for Southern Californians who've been hit with 4,000 aftershocks. Correspondent Carter Evans is in Kern County.
The shock for residents in and around Ridgecrest still hasn't worn off.
How are you feeling? Still nervous. It hasn't settled. Every time the ground starts shaking, the mind goes back.
All of these people up here are here for you today. At a town hall Sunday, local officials tried to reassure the shaken community with the steps they're taking.
PTSD is a real thing, and we're all suffering from it right now. We have teams coming in that will help us with that.
A four-star admiral says no thanks to the job of top Navy officer. Correspondent Cammie McCormick is at the Pentagon.
Admiral William Moran gave no reason for his decision when he abruptly announced Sunday he was requesting to retire. He'd already been vetted for the job as Chief of Naval Operations. The Navy Secretary says the decision involved poor judgment regarding a professional relationship. His decision comes in the wake of Patrick Shanahan's withdrawal from consideration as Defense Secretary.
You've just earned the Golden Boot and ball for leading your team to another World Cup soccer victory. What's next, Megan Rapinoe?
France has been amazing. We love France. Thank you for everything, but we can't wait to get home. We've been here for so long, been on the road for so long. We're thrilled to be heading back to New York.
The team will be feted with a ticker tape parade down Manhattan's Canyon of Heroes on Wednesday. Stevie Wonder had a revelation about his health at a concert in London over the weekend.
So what's going to happen is this. I'm going to have surgery. I'm going to have a kidney transplant.
The kidney transplant is scheduled for September. Dow down 150 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Did you know that the IRS is getting more aggressive these days? They're using private agencies to track you down and even started taking away passports. Don't wait. If you owe more than $10,000, take advantage of the Fresh Start Initiative, a program in place that can help you now. You can save thousands and possibly have your taxes forgiven. Join the thousands of taxpayers who made the call to get protection from IRS collections. Call the experts at Oxford Tax Partners now about the Fresh Start program. If you qualify, it'll stop the IRS collection agencies from coming after you. Let the IRS negotiation experts at Oxford Tax Partners get you protected once and for all. Call the hotline now at 800-575-1919. That's 800-575-1919. There's help for those of you who owe $10,000 or more, but it's important that you take action before these programs change. Call the tax experts at Oxford Tax Partners for a free consultation now at 800-575-1919. 800-575-1919. That's 800-575-1919.
1250 WHNZ is streaming on your Amazon Echo device. Just say, Alexa, play 1250 WHNZ from iHeartRadio.
1250 wins WHNZ Tampa. 1250 wins WHNZ.
The Rays play on Tampa Bay Sports Radio, WDAE.
To the wall, let's go!
Catch every pitch of Rays baseball in Pinellas and Hillsboro on 95.3 FM and all over Tampa Bay on 620 AM. Rays up.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
There's a crash southbound on 275 on the exit ramp to I-4. Southbound I-75 has a crash a little bit south of State Road 54. And watch for wreck in the right turn lane eastbound on Bush Boulevard at Orange Grove Road. Also had a wreck on Tarpon Avenue at Jasmine Avenue. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Udrick Hillsborough traffic tip line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pros do it right to save 5% more on eligible purchases every day just by using your Lowe's business credit account. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval, cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, this Monday edition of the LTN. Thanks for tuning in today, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing, coast to coast and globally. And we appreciate every affiliate in the network for the show, from here to California and up and above, northern part on the West Coast. We even go further north. We're into Canada. It's all good. Seattle area, California. And then, of course, on the East Coast, from New York and up and down, south, southwest, we're everywhere. We're good, thanks to you. And that's terrestrial radio, of course. And then, of course, then we're on digital because we stream this show and we air it, off the internet as well.
Katie said if you call in and you're having problems with learning how to do the podcast, that she would walk you through it. That's 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK.
Yeah, you can, a lot of people are working. They don't want to sit there or can't. We're on for 2 hours live every day, so they can catch it later, bits and parts of whatever they want to listen to, using the whole notion of podcast. On our website, as well as on iHeartMedia's, there's a podcast. We're on iHeartMedia as well. There's a theme. It's not very fancy, they say it's not a very sexy thing to talk about, or seemingly all that exciting. But it's a theme that pertains to everybody listening to and watching this show, no matter their age, no matter their gender, no matter the health status that they may be experiencing at this point in time. That this theme operates throughout the life cycle, and has great bearing upon, this health theme has great bearing upon what might happen to you as you move through the life cycle if this particular health issue is not taken care of. And again, it's something so obvious people keep looking for all of these very complicated. They're looking for the latest and the greatest let me put it this way: the latest and the greatest information to live longer. When right in front of us are things that we can do right now that will help you to live longer, and that you're, searching for this magic whatever. That's fine, well and good, and we should continue to search and probe and try to discover, but at the same time, not leave behind what we already know in search of what we don't. And that's sort of a paradox. We're looking for answers to questions that we have, and Lord knows we should do that, even as to why we're here and how we got here in this cosmos. Two, what is death, and all these very complicated issues. But at the same time, there's a lot that we know, and we just need to put it into practice, one of which is oral hygiene. And you're saying, well, having a tooth carie or a cavity, what does that have to do with anything? And my answer to that is probably a lot and everything. Dr. Sally Bird is in studio today. We're going to talk a little bit about oral health as a reflection of overall health and as a pathway to good health. You want to live longer? Take better care of your oral health, and you will increase the chances. You can certainly diminish them. Dr. Bird, welcome to the station today, and to the studio. Dr. Bird is an educator for American Biotech Labs. I want to let you know. And they have a product that fits into this theme perfectly. So you see a lot of people, and they come to you with all sorts of health issues. Have you ever sat down and talked to somebody and say, I think a lot of your problem is with your oral hygiene? Have you ever had that occasion or no?
Yes, it does come up because a lot of people are walking around with yeast, and they're sick in other parts of their body, but they don't always think about what are they brushing their teeth with. And most toothpastes on the market for the average public are loaded with fluoride and chemicals. And what does it say on the side of the box?
Don't swallow.
Don't swallow. So American Biotech Labs has a paste for whitening and a gel which does a lot of the healing, which both of them can be actually swallowed. They're safe to swallow. Mm-hmm. And because it's not just antibacterial, it's antifungal, anti-candida, antivirus. It can control a lot of the pathogens that are growing in your mouth.
Oral diseases range from what are called dental caries or cavities to oral cancers. Talk about pain and disability. For millions of Americans and tens of millions of people around the earth where oral hygiene is not a priority, which is terrible in some cultures. The impact of these diseases is not just confined or compartmentalized to your mouth. We now, Dr. Bird was alluding to that oral health begins to filter into other systems of your body, your heart, your cardiovascular system for one, right?
Absolutely.
A growing body of evidence has connected oral health, particularly periodontal gum disease, to chronic diseases, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, pneumonia, and so on, cancer.
And diabetes now.
And diabetes, I mentioned, and diabetes. In pregnant women, poor oral health has been associated with premature births and low birth weights. These conditions can be prevented, of course. You should go to the dentist, regular visits. Only one study showed only 44.5% of people aged 2 and older had a dental visit in the past 12 months. So it's not something that people like to do. I get it. It's not fun to go to the dentist, man.
No, it's not, but it's necessary. Very necessary.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about that. Ann is in Tampa. She has a question for Dr. Bird. Ann, welcome to the show. Hi, Ann. Okay, so let me see. She's still there. Can you hear me, Ann?
And I bought the gel, and I like what I use, the Xylowhite by now, but I didn't. She said this at the very last minute, something about you could put the gel on your gums, but I don't know whether you brush your teeth and then you put the gel on and just leave it.
Okay.
Or I tried it, but I
all right. Well, let's see what Dr. Bird said.
To talk a little bit more about.
Of course.
That.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Okay.
All right, great question, Ann. Yes, you can brush your teeth with whatever you love, spit it out, and rebrush with the Silver Biotics tooth gel. And you leave it in your mouth and sleep in it. It's like a healing mask for your mouth. Yes.
Go ahead, Ann.
So you brush again. Is that right?
You can. Yes, you can brush again, or you can just put it in your mouth.
Yeah, you can just squirt it into your mouth, or even use your finger because it's sanitary.
And you leave it in.
You put it on your gums, and then you don't rinse your mouth.
No. Mm-mm. That's right.
Okay, so it's okay to swallow.
Yes, it
is. Yeah, it is. Because tell them why it's safe. I mean,
it's so safe. It's
the same compound that's found in the
liquid, and it has the silver in it with xylitol and organic peppermint oil, and it is perfectly fine to swallow, and it works miraculously overnight, and it can dissolve all that sticky, decaying matter on your teeth.
All the icky stuff.
Biofilms.
We'll be right back.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Urban Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking about oral health today. Again, we keep searching for all these things to help us live longer and have better quality of life. And I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. I'm all in 100%. You know, just wherever it takes you. But at the same time, don't leave behind on this trip, this journey, don't leave behind the luggage that contains the essentials that you need and you know work. For example, we know a lot about oral hygiene and how it's connected to overall health. We know a lot about what to do to have better oral hygiene. And it's not just about nicer looking teeth, no bad breath, and whatever. It's more serious than that. And you look at the data for, people going to the dentist. It's not one of their favorite things to do. Americans, according to the American Dental Association, people are not going to the dentist as much as they would like, according to a survey. Dentists top the list of health practitioners Americans want to see more often. It's interesting. More people say they need to go more often. They want to go more often. But according to the survey, 42% of Americans don't see a dentist as often as they would like, which beats out the primary care doctor, 29%, and the dermatologist, 23%, and ophthalmologist, 17%, that said that they would like to see that person more often, that particular practitioner. Dentists are at the top of the list. But ironically, Dr. Bird, welcome back. People say they want to go to the dentist, but they don't go to the dentist.
It could be a price thing because dental insurance is quite expensive, and it's not usually covered in a lot of health plans. It's usually an extra.
And it's uncomfortable. 85% Americans, according to this survey that the American Dental Association referenced in this article, 85% of Americans believe that oral health is very or extremely important to their overall health. This is according to the Delta Dental news release. That was the survey. It was Delta Dental Plans Association conducted the survey the ADA is reporting on. So this is sort of ironic. And while they recognize the importance, only a quarter, 25% of Americans, are extremely satisfied with the health of their mouth, teeth, and gums. And another 45% in the survey said they're somewhat satisfied. Only 15% rated their current oral health as excellent. So this is interesting. People really know what they want to do with the dentist, but they don't. They don't go. Let's go to Tampa. Ann, how are you today? It's great to have you on, Ann.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes. Hi, Ann.
Hi. I can't really hear you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Go ahead. You had a question.
No, I just, I really didn't have a question because I was talking to Dr. Bird about
go ahead.
The procedure of using the gel.
Yeah,
and
so did that clear it up for you or not?
No, it clears it up. It's just as another, let's see, you brush, then you floss, then you water pick, and now I will gel.
Perfect, Ann. That sounds fabulous.
If you do all those things, yeah, you'll do just fine. Most people are not going to go and all those things that you mentioned, and some people will even use mouthwash. They'll include that, and they'll floss a couple of times a day, brush a couple of times a day, go to the dentist 4 times a year for a cleaning. Not very many people do that.
Right. Well, that's the best way to do it, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it is. It will serve you well. Yeah, it will serve you well doing that kind of maintenance and doing those kinds of things. We appreciate your call.
Thank you for the help.
It's our pleasure. Our pleasure to do that. So the product from American Biotech Labs, the tooth gel, they call it a tooth gel, and it's hard to know what that means, right? I mean, what?
Yes, but it is safe to swallow, and please put it in your mouth before you go to bed and after you brush your teeth in the morning. And it can also be a breath control item, even instead or in addition to mouthwash.
And I can tell you that flossing makes a difference. Flossing conditions the gums. It helps kill bacteria, removes the debris between the teeth. Flossing is critical. It can do all these other things, but without flossing is one of those necessary conditions. All those things that we mentioned are necessary conditions. They're not. Each one is not sufficient unto itself to prevent periodontal disease, gum disease, tooth decay, and whatever. All need to be practiced. And the payoff is great. Don't take care of your oral health, and you put yourself in jeopardy to die younger and to get sick sooner and to suffer from chronic diseases, including heart disease.
Absolutely. And there's been a lot of research done on the Silver Biotics tooth gel where many of the people involved in the study actually had improvement with plaque, inflammation, and bacteria levels in their mouth in just 1 week. And it's like 70 to 80%. It's a high percentage of the test patients. So it's a great product. Also, if anybody is using Invisalign, night gouts, mouth guards, retainers. The tooth gel is great to pop into those mouthpieces to put into your mouth, and you can sleep in it that way also.
Dr. Bird alluded to an issue, a concept, inflammation, and the relationship between oral health and systemic inflammation. There is a connection. We'll talk about that, and there's a reason why, and how that inflammation that originates in the oral part of your body, in your mouth, then can get to your heart. We'll explain. And we have a call from Del.
Don't be stressed.
$12.50 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Hi, it's Schmidt. Join Robert Harwood from the Harwood Financial Group and me for a daily blueprint for your finances. A topical radio show that helps put you on the right track financially. Win at retirement right after the Schmidt Show, weekdays, 6:06 p.m. on 1250 WHNZ.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
A pizza restaurant could be the source of the explosion at a shopping mall in Broward County. 23 people were hurt in Saturday's blast, and even though witnesses smelled gas in the area, investigators say it's too early to determine a cause. St. Petersburg police are trying to figure out if a swarm of alligators killed a 16-year-old whose decomposed body was found near a lake. Jarvis Delaford had previous run-ins with the law. His sister LaPortia Smalls tells News Channel 8 in Tampa she believes he was murdered, not eaten.
I just hope that y'all find whoever did that to Jarvis, because, yes, Jarvis did a lot of wrong, but Jarvis did not deserve that.
A crackdown on drunk boating appears to be paying off. The Fish and Wildlife Commission announced it arrested 10 people in southwest Florida this weekend as part of Operation Dry Water. With Florida's News, I'm Chris Trankman.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
Feeling very slow southbound on I-75 from Fletcher Avenue into north of I-4. Slowing down on the eastbound east end of the Howard Franklin Bridge. And there's wreck in Pasco County on Old Pasco Road at Boom Boom Drive. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Newark Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by KFC. Hurry down to the nearest KFC to try the new Cheetos Sandwich, a KFC chicken sandwich with Cheeto sauce and actual Cheetos on it. It's only available for a limited time. The future has bright orange fingers, folks, and it's still finger-licking good.
36 days. That's how long it takes the average company to find their next hire. Glassdoor can help you quickly find the right job candidate in half the resumes. From 62 million job seekers, Glassdoor only matches you with qualified candidates who have the skills and experience your small business needs to grow. And Glassdoor hires are committed. They're 30% more likely to stay with your business longer. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Liberty Mutual Insurance presents.
And Doug. Is that your pet emu?
He's my partner, Limu. And we're here to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
So is he only an emu because it rhymes with Limu, as in Liberty Mutual?
Well, one could
So
say...
this is just a clever way to get people to remember Liberty Mutual, huh?
Kinda.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer. State laws apply.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. Free consultation. TheInjuryLawyers.com. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay area forecast: scattered storms, a 50% rain chance, high 88. Partly cloudy overnight, low 78. 60% rain chance tomorrow, high 89. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pros do it right to save 5% more on eligible purchases every day just by using your Lowe's Business Credit account. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval, cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Mark Levin is now on 1250 WHNZ.
How come nobody talks about the Democrats aiding and abetting and enabling the Iranians? They don't get enough credit for helping to build up the Iranian military with billions and billions in funds and giving them aid and comfort during the course of the last year and a half and so, when the President of the United States has put the brakes on Iran's economy.
Hear Mark Levin, weeknights at 7 on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. The oral cavity, your mouth generally here, harbors, it is an environment that is populated with hundreds of different microbial species that are present either as planktonic cells or incorporated into biofilms. The biofilm, the majority of oral microbes are, these are commensal organisms. Those that are pathogenic microbes, though, will result in oral infections and initiate systemic diseases. The biofilm that contain pathogens are very difficult to control. So when the pathogenic bacteria build up in a population, they form this, what's called now a it's literally a film. And that gets on your teeth, on your gums, affects periodontal health, gingivitis, gets into between the teeth and on the gums, and so on. So this biofilm is to try to manage it and control it. It takes some effort, and that it's sort of an odd way to talk about it, but that's what we're referring to. The oral biofilms, these bacterial communities that inhabit the oral cavity, as primary niches, and they have they do this in a symbiotic way and form a dental biofilm. However, that formation of a biofilm in combination with your immune system that gets compromised leads to oral diseases. So we have a caller out of Tampa, Florida. Del, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Hey, Doc. How you doing?
I'm good.
I've had a question in my mind for a while. Does silver have, a little off track here, does silver have any effect on fungus?
Great question, Del. Yes, it does. It can kill it in just 5 minutes, 6 minutes, very, very quickly.
Oh, man, that's great news. What I was wondering, how come you guys don't have anything for like fingernail fungus, toenail fungus, a product line dealing with that? I was just really curious about it affecting fungus, and here, yes, it does.
Yes, the best way to combat fungus in the body is to first drink the liquid. Maybe you'd have to drink a little bit higher dose 3 times a day, maybe 3 tablespoons a day, and then use the silver gel directly on the wherever it is, the infection. It can go right on your hands, under your nails, on your feet, wherever it is.
And the name of the liquid product?
It is the Silver Biotics Immune Support.
It's called Immune Support. And how much of that should one?
3 tablespoons a day minimum. You have to address it systemically. But yes, it is very effective against fungus, which can lead into candida outbursts, which is what you're really seeing under your nails.
Okay, so that's Immune Support.
Yes.
That's the name of the product. It's called it's called Immune Support.
I have to check into that now.
Yeah, Silver Biotics Immune Support. Liquid.
Right.
That's
okay.
Silver
Thank you very much.
Silver Biotics is the brand.
Right.
And it's made by American Biotech Labs, sold in Fine Health.
Know that. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And so you're looking for both the oral product as well as the topical, the Silver Gel.
Yes. Even sometimes if you get athlete's foot, that's a fungus.
Right.
Which is linked to candida. It's a yeast-based product. So, outcome. So it's very effective.
So you just rub some of that gel on your feet.
Yes.
Right. Yes. On the infected area.
I'm glad I asked.
There you go, man. You're in bed. There you go.
Thanks for calling in.
All right. Well, so we cover it from head to toe. 877-897-8255. Think of your mouth as a bacteria farm, for the better and for the worse of it. But many of the germs these microbes in your mouth are not necessarily pathogenic. So this term biofilm is used to describe or explain how bacteria live in organized and complex groups in the oral cavity. And these groups provide an environment that allows them to survive. It protects them against other invading germs and viruses as well. It's a complicated narrative here. The biofilm also protects them against antibiotics and antimicrobials found in mouthwashes. So you can think of the biofilm as a community of bacteria. Most of them are harmless, while some of them are pathogenic and can start to create a lot of havoc and create a lot of ill health for you. If you have periodontal disease, Dr. Bird, that inflammation is a hallmark of periodontal disease.
Yes, it is. And what's really, you can tell once you start using the silver gel overnight that your teeth are not sticky in the morning. That is a classic sign that you can visibly experience when you have a high biofilm content in your mouth. Is that stickiness or film that's on your teeth when you wake up in the morning. So the silver can combat that and restore oral health, and even a healthy probiotics can work properly, and your flora is working and it's balanced.
They have oral probiotics, by the way. So just so you know. When I said biofilm, you can also, that biofilm is not just, you can have different kinds of you can have like a plaque biofilm. And that will release these biologically active products like gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria that colonize the tooth surface around the gingivital margin and what's called the interproximal areas of your mouth. These products, these gram-positive, gram-negative bacteria colonies produce endotoxins, cytokines, and protein toxins. Those molecules penetrate the gingivital epithelium and then initiate a host response that eventually results in gingivitis. Itis is the suffix for inflammation. Gingivitis. Chronic periodontal disease, gum disease, gingivitis, whatever, is going to eventually, that inflammation, the cells involved in that are going to leave that area and move in and get into the circulation, into the bloodstream, and then start to travel. And one of the areas that ends up getting affected And in fact, it is the heart. And heart disease is connected to periodontal disease.
Yes, it is.
That's not a myth. That is a fact. We come back, we'll have the LTN Health question of the day.
Dream a near effortless reality. Visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Have you been putting off a cleanse? They can be harsh and leave you chained to the toilet, making for an overall unpleasant experience. Rethink your cleanse with Fluorescence, a daily cleanse that helps safely and gently detoxify your body. Unlike other detoxes that can be hard on the body, Fluorescence supports your body's natural processes, helping it to work more efficiently than it could on its own. The truth is your body is really good at cleansing, but due to the number of toxins we're exposed to, it can use a little daily support. Inspired by traditional OBGYN formula, Fluorescence is made with 8 herbs: burdock root, watercress, sheep sorrel herb, slippery elm, rhubarb root, kelp, blessed thistle, and red clover blossom. These herbs work together to support multiple elimination pathways, gently helping your body's detox systems do what they were made to do, only better. Forget harsh extreme cleanses and cleanse happy. Try Fluorescence for gentle daily cleansing that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Find Fluorescence at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or solus.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And here's the LTN health question of the day. We've been talking about oral health and its, the importance of it, and I'll review some of the things that you need to do to practice good oral hygiene, and how oral health is connected to and is a reflection of overall health. It's an interesting kind of relationship. Who would think that what goes on in your mouth is going to have some bearing upon whether or not you could even die from bacterial pneumonia or get heart disease, or have some issue with systemic inflammation, have some sort of autoimmune response. It's amazing how implicated and complicated this relationship between what goes on in your mouth and what goes on in the rest of your body. Here's the question. According to this one survey, I got this from healthypeople.gov, Healthy People 2020, federal government-sponsored website, of course. What percent of people 2 and older had a dental visit in the past 12 months? Was it 14.5% or 44.5%? What percent of people 2 and older had a dental visit in the past 12 months? 14.5% or 44.5%? With the right answer, you win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. I have a question real quick because it happened to me. I don't know. You remember when I fell off the tractor and I broke my tooth and I had to get it pulled?
Right.
I called him. I was like, oh, I'm dying. And I had to get my tooth pulled. And afterwards, they gave me antibiotics, but since I'm allergic to penicillin, I still had a little bit of an infection. Would that have helped?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. It would have helped both the pain and the healing process.
Really?
You just put the tooth gel right in your mouth every couple hours and leave it in there.
So it would have helped with, you said pain also.
Pain, because if you can kill the disease, the pathogen, the bacteria, the pain is completely almost gone.
Pain is brought about by the inflammation, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
So inflammation is, the classic signs, the 5 classic signs of inflammation. They are what they are. Pain is one of them. Inflammation is a healing process, but it can be painful.
Yeah. So you keep the inflammation down, you get rid of the bacteria, and the pain is not even noticeable, especially if you ice it on top of that. Because common ice, something we should never forget, still works also.
No doubt.
So my other question is it safe for children that are teething?
Yes, it is. It's safe for anybody at any age.
Really?
Teething, add a drop of clove oil in it.
So Silver Biotics, if you see what I'm holding, if you're watching the show, this is the immune support. It's a liquid. If you notice, it's in a spray bottle. Very convenient. I don't know if you can bring that on. This is 4 fluid.
It's 4. It's a little bit larger for the plane, although you can put it in your own container. They make up to a quart, which is a great value, especially for families. And we use the sprays as refills.
Yeah, this spray bottle is very convenient. And you go, like I just did, sprayed it in my mouth. And if you have periodontal disease or having some issue, put this in your briefcase, purse, or whatever, take it with you to work, and throughout the day, just spray it into your mouth.
It's better than a mouthwash.
And then you can bring the tooth gel. You can smear some of the gel onto your gums and inside of your oral cavity. It works. I've used this product a lot. Patients who have had chemotherapy or radiation, head and neck cancer, have where their salivary glands are destroyed or damaged. Without saliva, you're going to develop, the odds of developing tooth decay is very, very high. Saliva helps keep the bacteria, your mouth, clean. And so people with dry mouth have a higher propensity and prevalence of tooth decay or tooth caries. I have found this product to be very helpful in keeping your mouth moist and trying to moisturize your mouth. Now they have other products out there for that, like a moisturizer for your mouth, but this would help fight. I would use this along with those products to fight. Not only to keep your mouth moist, but to fight off bacteria that are going to develop because you suffer from dry mouth. I don't know what, or you can use the silver lozenges. You can hold that up, Dr. Bird.
Okay.
Yeah, hold up in front
These
of you.
are fantastic for dry mouth. Are the silver with Manuka honey and organic peppermint oil lozenges. Absolutely fantastic. They'll last about 10 minutes in your mouth when you suck on them, and they're a blessing for anybody with a post-nasal drip, sinus, dry mouth, or going through medical treatments.
Brush your teeth at least twice a day with a soft bristled brush. Using some people don't like to use fluoride. You have to decide. You floss daily, at least once, maybe twice a day. You want to, you can use a mouthwash. There's a debate about whether to use an alcohol-based or not, but a mouthwash will help remove particles left after brushing and flossing. Of course, eat a diet that's, you don't have the added sugars. Replace your toothbrush every 3 months, whether it's a manual a brush that you use manually or an electric toothbrush. Schedule regular checkups with your dentist or, technician to get your teeth cleaned, and avoid tobacco use. Those are some of the things you can do, and then use, of course, the Silver Biotics products. And keeping the bacteria, that microbiome, the pathogenic part of that biofilm in your mouth can get you into a lot of trouble. So the question for today is, what percent of people 2 years of age and older went to the dentist in the last 12 months? 14.5% or 44.5%? 877-897-8255. So we focus just on those products today. The silver, you tell them.
Yes, the Silver Biotics tooth gel is amazing for keeping your mouth healthy and preventing diseases down the road, because you can actually swallow it. You sleep in it. You can use it as a healthcare item, Doc. Did you know we have an H. pylori study that's in peer review right now, consuming about a teaspoon of the gel, swallowing it.
Wow.
So that's
and
pretty
along
cool.
along with the gel, you can also use the spray bottle throughout the course of the day and spray it in your mouth, too, if you're having periodontal issues as well.
Yes.
So I'm just saying. Thank you, Dr. Bird, for coming by today. Website that people can go to?
Silverbiotics.com.
Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Everyone's raving about the newest